Optimus Prime here, so it is time for another episode of Movie That Didn't Need a Sequel, and in today's video I'm going to be covering this time an example of an action thriller film which I personally think did not need sequels and was better off being the end of a trilogy of these action thriller films in this franchise. This is a third installment, ironically a sequel, which in my opinion did not need sequels, and is of course none other than, as you see by the title and thumbnail, 2007's The Bourne Ultimatum. So, you guys are probably wondering, of course, what do I think of a franchise of Jason Bourne? Well, I, of course, last year managed to watch all of the Jason Bourne films, and when I say all of them, I like to pretend it's just the three of them. And I think that all three of them are wonderful movies. I think, of course, the Bourne Identity, which kicks off a franchise, was definitely, in my opinion, amazing. And I also think as well that The Bourne Supremacy was also, in my opinion, a pretty good second film as well. I definitely really liked it. And I also definitely as well really love The Bourne Ultimatum, this film I'm covering in this video, because I think it was definitely a lot of fun, just like, in my opinion, the films. Because I think the three of them are just really great to watch, and Jason Bourne is also as well most definitely my favourite role as well of Matt Damon as well, because I think he's a great actor, and I think he gave a really amazing performance in this film as Jason Bourne, alongside the other two films of my favourite Jason Bourne films. Definitely, in my opinion, a lot of fun, in my opinion, most definitely. First one is probably my favourite, and then Ultimatum might probably be my second favourite, Supremacy probably my third favourite, but in my opinion, they're definitely a lot of fun movies. So, as far as I'm concerned, Ultimatum to me is a perfect ending because it ends on a note being, of course, Jason Bourne has survived events of the film, and he's now, of course, going to be retreating into hiding. So, you can guess now, of course, you know, it's the end of a character, really, and now he's got happy anyway, he survived, so that was pretty cool. And I definitely really enjoy the three films. However, though, unfortunately, despite this third one having a great ending, it was, in my opinion, unfortunately ruined by what is, in my opinion, my least favourite of the franchise. So, this, of course, was none other than a film released in 2012, without being born to Matt Damon, which was The Bourne Legacy. And personally, guys, I think this is one of those examples of a film which I think is totally out of place in a franchise, because this film is just simply not a Jason Bourne movie in the slightest at all. Because it does not feel like a Jason Bourne film, because the character doesn't even appear. He's only referenced in pictures and as mentioned, and that's it. Instead, we have a character who is Black Ops agent Aaron Cross, who's played by Jeremy Renner. And while I enjoy Jeremy Renner as Aaron and other characters too in this, played by Rachel Weisz and Ed Norton among others, I thought this film was just really disappointing and mediocre, in my opinion, just not good, in my opinion. And all I'll say is that in my opinion, this film was not needed in the slightest. They should have ended it with The Bourne Ultimatum, in my opinion. And they should have just called the film The Cross Legacy, because it's not a Jason Bourne film, it's a film about a character called Aaron Cross. So, like, if you gave this film a completely different title without Jason Bourne's name being mentioned in the title, it would have probably worked better, but it's apparently part of his franchise as a fourth installment, so it just makes no sense why it would have that title, just ridiculous. I mean, the cast was fine in my opinion, but how is a film a Jason Bourne film if the character Jason Bourne's not in it? Just stupid. Really stupid. We should have given it a different title. Then, however, we did then get another Bourne film 4 years later in 2016, which of course was a film literally called Jason Bourne. And when it comes to this film, I do find it a bit more tolerable than Bourne Legacy, in my opinion, because I, thought it was just decent, mainly because it actually had Matt Damon, because he thankfully came back for this film. And while I thought he was good as Jason Bourne in this fifth movie, unfortunately, I wasn't much of a fan of it really, to be honest. And when it comes to what I think it was also part of this, I also did not like, of course, how my favourite female character, Julia Stiles' character, who plays Nicolette Nikki Parsons, was killed off. I personally hated that. That was, in my opinion, very disappointing. I really hated that. Just very disappointing. Because I thought she was a great character in the other movies, and getting killed off, in my opinion, was a big mistake. So in my opinion, Jason Bourne works best as a movie trilogy, and the 2 sequels, in my opinion, are mediocre, unnecessary cash grabs, in my opinion. Just not good films, in my opinion, really, just mediocre at best. So, all I can say is that I'm so glad that I only own the 3 films, and that's how it's going to be for me, because when it comes to what I think of a franchise, guys, I think it's perfect as a trilogy on its own, really, with nothing after it. So, when it comes to what I'm going to ever own, guys, I will only ever own the 3 of the films, and whenever I do rewatches, guys, I will always just watch all of the Jason Bourne films, and by that I mean the 3 of them, not 5, 3 of them, as far as I'm concerned. So that's what I'm going to do in the future. One day I will post reviews for these 3 films, because I think they're really good movies, but in my opinion deserve more attention, and definitely my favourite role of Matt Damon. And however, when it comes to the 2 sequels, which in my opinion were not needed and ruined the original trilogy, I would probably give them mediocre mess reviews because how disappointing they are. That of course depends. If I rewatch them, I might end up hating them for all I know. Imagine that if that happened. So yeah. But nonetheless though, I still like to pretend I live in a world where there was only 3 Jason Bourne films, just 3 of them. And it ended, of course, with, this film, The Bourne Ultimatum. This, to me, is the end of a franchise, as I'm concerned. So, guys, this is me covering the next episode of Movie Didn't Need a Sequel, where I was saying why, in my opinion, The Bourne Ultimatum is definitely a big example, I can say, of a film that did not need sequels, and was best off being the end of a trilogy, to me. So, as far as I'm concerned, Jason Bourne is only a trilogy. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to tell us in the comments what you guys think of The Bourne Ultimatum. Do you think it needed a sequel or not? In the comments below what you think. Also, or be sure to join Team Plan by pressing subscribe on this to come in the future. And I'll see you all later.